Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Bridget.
And I'm Wendy.
And this is
Flickin' Beans. We have very festive coffees here today.
I know. I went to Scooters.
Yes.
And I was definitely going for something seasonal. Can you tell what it is? I'm guessing not, because it doesn't taste like what it's supposed to.
It just tastes like sugar and coffee to me.
Sugar cookie.
Sugar cookie? Oh, well, then it does its job.
Hence the sprinkles on top of the...
Little crunchies.
Yeah, those are really cute.
Yeah, it's
Red
good.
and green.
I like the coffee flavors actually there. That's nice.
It has an extra shot, by
does
the way.
it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for getting that. Yeah, it's got red and green sprinkles with whipped cream on the top. So I feel very special. Yeah.
Beautiful. There's always that weird small talk at the window where
what
they're
are you
like,
doing?
yeah, are you doing anything fun today? And you feel for a second like they actually care.
Yeah.
And that they're not saying that to everybody. But I always say, I'm on my way to record my podcast.
That's right.
She didn't even ask about it.
She probably didn't even hear you.
She didn't care.
She's like, whatever.
It goes down quickly to small talk. Boy, it's sunny today. It's supposed to be 60 on Christmas.
I know, it's
That's
wild.
Crazy.
Especially because we actually have had some pretty cold weather already this year. I think we've had it be 60 on Christmas a few years, but usually it was like pretty warm up until then. And we've had some sub-zero temps already. So.
Yeah. What are you doing on Christmas?
We are going to my niece's house.
Oh.
She lives in town, so
That's
it's not
cool.
far. But we're going to my parents as well.
Is
on a
she
different
older
day.
or younger?
Older. She's 30, I think.
Still, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Is she hosting her first
This will be the
family?
second time.
Okay.
Yeah, they just bought this house a couple years ago. I think we spent the first year they were in there, and so
Wow. Awesome.
yeah. So I don't have to host.
Well, yeah. Guess what? I mean, I was dabbling in this,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely eating meat again.
Okay.
I had a week of turkey sandwiches.
All right.
I've had fried chicken. And last night I had the rotisserie chicken that you can get.
Yeah.
And I ordered my groceries to be delivered. And that was one of the things. And I shared it with a friend. It wasn't just me. And there is some left, okay?
Hey, no judgment.
No, not like girl interrupted. I don't have any bones under my bed either.
Oh yeah, I was like, what is that? Oh yeah, because she was hiding them under her bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the chicken part of that.
Well, and so I decided I would have turkey sandwiches again for lunch. And I ordered deli meat. So I didn't know what things weigh.
Yeah.
I have the biggest bag of turkey meat I've ever seen.
How much did you order?
Like a pound.
Okay. Yeah. It's more than you think, probably. Yeah.
I think I can just freeze it
Yeah.
in packets.
Well, lunch meat is got all those salt and preservatives
Right.
in it. Lasts a long time.
Right? I thought it was kind of, it's so processed. It seemed like easier somehow to digest. I learned that you have to really introduce meat back into your diet very slowly.
Yeah.
My poop was not right. I was just like, this is bad.
Like you couldn't, or it was too much.
Like I couldn't.
Yeah. Meat'll.
I had been having the greatest poops for months and months and months. And my stomach, like, I know it was gas, but it was that kind that just has a piercing pain.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, oh. But that was the night I ate 2 pieces of roasted chicken. So I hadn't had anything like that or that much before.
I can empathize with that when I started eating meat after years of not doing it. I remember I ate like half of a pork chop. My body really did not want that pork chop. Right? And I was like, maybe I just shouldn't eat meat. But now it's fine.
Yeah, I know it'll be fine, but I have to remember to eat all the same foods I used to eat.
Yes, you got to keep up with the fiber.
Because it feels like I'm just excited about trying all the different meats.
Yeah.
I haven't had any beef yet. I haven't had a hamburger or, God knows, a steak. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
The hamburger, yes.
Sure.
But the steak, no. But I did buy some roast beef lunch, like shaved what's it called? Shaved
roast beef.
Roast beef.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm a sandwich girl now.
I love a good sandwich. I love a turkey sandwich. It's like a safe food.
Yeah.
Like if I can't eat anything else, like I know I can eat that and I'll like it and it won't bother me.
Bland.
Yeah, it's bland. You got your protein and your carbs. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
But Joel brought home some smoked turkey and brisket. It was so good. From Smokey D's. Also, have you ever had the Smokey D's before? I'll have to give you one of their cornbread muffins because I thought it was a cookie and I ate it and I was like, this is the best cookie I've ever eaten. And then Joel's like, that was the cornbread. I was like, what? It's so sweet. Okay. But if you go in knowing that it's like a dessert.
Okay. I like to make savory and spicy cornbread.
Me too, like a jalapeno cornbread.
What about putting actual like canned corn in it? Do you do that?
I don't. It would be okay, but I wouldn't choose to do that probably.
Okay. Remind me later to tell you the corn story, okay? Okay. Oh, seriously, it's disgusting.
All right.
It's beyond
Can't wait.
Okay.
So let's get into it then.
Let's get on with the show. Our movie this week was
Mommie, Dearest, 1981.
And what did you think?
Wow.
It's great reaction.
For one, I think the one word I would say is this movie made me uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing is very uncomfortable. Purposely, obviously. It's tough to watch.
Right.
But it's also very intriguing and fascinating and a car wreck you can't turn away from.
So I just want to throw this out there to preface it. Christina Crawford didn't have any say or anything to do with making the movie.
Okay.
When she saw the movie, she said, my mother didn't deserve that. Betty Davis and Joan Crawford had this famous, like, they absolutely hated each other.
Yeah.
But then Betty Davis was asked, like, on a, nighttime talk show, who do you hate more? And she said Faye Dunaway.
Oh, for portraying her that way?
Faye Dunaway will never, ever, ever speak of this in any interviews.
She didn't like it, right? That's what I read.
She hated it.
Yeah.
And the backlash. And she felt like Joan Crawford's ghost was haunting her.
But
yeah.
She wasn't possessed by Joan Crawford's ghost in making this.
It seemed like it.
I don't know where this personality came from Faye Dunaway, but I just can't imagine ever pulling that out of myself. Those emotions are emotions I don't even have. She's wild. It would be hard to imagine that Joan Crawford was actually like this in real life. A lot of the stuff that happens in the movie was true, but her, like, the wire hanger scene in particular. But... Well,
yes. And Christina clarified that she never actually hit her. Like beat her with the hangers. Why did she have them in the house?
Yeah.
In the first place then?
That child did not do that.
Right. That child did not hang up those clothes. They were tall. The rack was taller than her.
Yeah, it was her caretakers. And for whatever reason, they didn't know that rule or didn't do it. But yeah, well,
apparently they brought them from home. Or the freaking, I know where they came from, the dry cleaners.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And they just didn't switch them out.
Yep.
When you look at her behavior, what would you say her actual diagnosis is?
I would say she has borderline personality disorder is what I would say, which you could maybe say she's bipolar, but for me, from what I understand of BPD, borderline personality disorder, which they used to call multiple personalities, but now it's a different lane. And from what I understand from that thing is it's like they have anxious attachment. They need to be attached to you, but then they hate you. At the same time, they're jealous of you. There's a bit of narcissism in there and a lot of the mood.
Well, yeah. I mean, I saw bipolar.
For sure.
And I saw OCD.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's true. I forgot about all the cleaning and needing to control everything.
The opening scene where she's doing her morning routine, just cleaning her face and scrubbing under her nails like ferociously, and a bowl of ice.
Yeah, she keeps it right there cold in a bowl for her to do every morning.
Yeah.
And yeah, the water is steaming hot. You can see how much the steam's coming off of it.
Well, And then after she goes through that whole business at the sink, she gets into the shower.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird, right?
It is weird.
Yeah, so you get that idea that she's a stickler for clean, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
And she was so, you think almost like she's yelling at her maids. And then she makes the comment, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the dirt.
Right.
So I don't know. Did they ever go into like what her upbringing was?
No, I don't think there was any background like her mother, but there has to be. You don't turn out like that unless your mother had some issues too.
Right. Well, maybe it's a lot like the Demi Moore, where she knows she's aging. She ends up hopping from production company to production company because she's basically past her prime.
I looked it up just out of curiosity, and Faye Dunaway's only like 40, 41 in this movie. And she seems so much older to me.
It's the makeup and the hair.
It is. It's because it's a period piece, so like,
yeah,
it's the times, and yeah, that eyebrows don't do her any favors.
No. But she does resemble her.
Oh, yeah.
It's the makeup and the eyebrows.
Yeah. But I was just like, she seems like she's like 60, not 40.
Yeah. Nobody 40 years old that you can think of is going to be walking around their home dressed like that. Even the most, Lady Gaga, for example, or Taylor Swift, they're not walking around in their show costumes.
No.
Meat suit around the house. I'm just vacuuming.
I love it. J-Lo, she's just like washing the dishes in that green Versace dress.
But yeah, she never, ever, ever was casually dressed.
No, the scene where she goes out and is chopping all the roses.
Yes.
She's changed into that dress. That's not the dress she was wearing earlier.
Right.
She gets home, changes into this ball gown, and then goes out in the rose garden and starts chopping things up.
And they made it seem like in the movie that was a manic episode in response to her getting basically let go.
Yes.
But she said it wasn't related to that at all, but it did happen.
Okay.
And she did wake up okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they strap the little boy into the bed?
I don't know, ma'am.
He wore a little harness and
They
a
never
little
addressed
buckle.
it.
He can undo it himself.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Is that something that was like of the time?
What do you mean?
So he doesn't roll out of bed? I don't know.
He was old enough.
He definitely was, yeah.
And not one thing did we see where she abused him.
Yeah, he's rarely in the movie.
Maybe it's just because, your own memories about what you've endured and what has happened to you. Mm-hmm. Maybe she just, in looking back, just didn't really focus on the shit that may have happened to her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could be too that it's a gender thing because Joan Crawford saw herself in her daughter. Because it was definitely like a mirror. This daughter's triggering her because she keeps getting mad at her daughter for all the things that she does. And then her daughter does the same thing and she gets in trouble for it. But it could just be that she got the brunt of it because she was the girl. And she reminded Joan Crawford of herself, and Joan Crawford hated herself so much.
When she catches Christina playing in her makeup and at her dressing table, all little girls are gonna do.
Absolutely.
And she's pretending to be her mom, but she takes it like she's making fun of her.
Yeah.
God, it's like the more famous you are, the more insecure you are.
I think that getting everything you want messes you up too. That's why suicide and drugs are so common in people that hit the peak, so quote unquote, of their success because they no longer have anything to work towards. And they realize that doesn't make them happy. That's what happens a lot too. I think you live your whole life really working towards this goal and then you get it. And then it's really tough to keep it. We can't keep it because you're going to get old or you're going to lose a job or people are just going to move on. That's how time works.
Yes, I like that.
You got to have something else, which is why she adopts the kids, I think. She thinks that she wants to be a mom, and she does want to be a mom, but I don't think she knows how.
I think she really did do it for the publicity.
Sure.
I mean, look at that birthday party.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Oh, that poor kid. Poor kid. Everything was like, just ways to highlight Joan Crawford and what a wonderful woman she is for adopting 2 children.
Yeah.
But she got the baby in an underhanded way.
True.
And what the fuck? The doctor and the nurse came to bring her the baby? Would they steal it?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that too, but they don't ask any questions.
Some freaking black market baby.
Neither does Joan. She's just like, okay,
I'm going to say that a little blonde, blue-eyed girl is going to fetch a high price on the black market. Right?
Yeah, I suppose. Because, yeah. There's just so many things wrong about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why this makes me think of that scene in Big Daddy when they're denting the cans because they're 20% off.
Well, and while she's at that makeup table, that's where she has that freak out and just starts chopping her hair.
Talk about trauma.
I'm going to say that Christina's hair was never pretty.
Yeah.
It was the style at the time. You either had the huge bangs or that was weird.
Yeah.
But, she had curly blonde hair and she's just hacking it off. I can't go to school like this.
Yeah, can you imagine having, not only is your mom yelling at you just for being a kid, she's forcing you to go and relive that every time somebody asks you what happened to your hair.
She did a lot of like that. She would make them repeat over and over if they called her mommy instead of the full mommy dearest. And when Christina didn't want to eat the really rare steak or whatever it was, and she fucking served it to her for breakfast.
For days.
And served it to her in her bedroom. And then I'm like, is she finally going to throw it away? That's rude.
Yeah.
There was another instance, it's not in the movie, but Joan had shredded up one of Christina's dresses and made her wear it for a week.
Aww.
It's so bizarre. I mean, and everyone would see that.
True. For someone that was so worried about appearances, that is kind of weird that she would send her daughter to school like that. But she also had that celebrity complex where it didn't seem like she felt like her actions had consequences.
True.
So maybe she didn't think it through.
Yeah.
Well, she definitely didn't think it through.
Well, someone who really doesn't know how to be a mother.
Yeah.
I mean, you just see how she just humiliates her over and over and over. And the people who do want to be a mom, they can remember what it was like to be a kid. At least the very attentive, loving ones.
Yeah.
Not the crazy psycho gown wearing biatches.
Yeah, Joan says several times that she doesn't want her kids to grow up to be spoiled Hollywood brats.
Right.
And that in itself is admirable. She says something in the beginning like challenges or what make you or hardships, something like that. That I agree with. And I understand where she's coming from with that. But you don't need to abuse your kids to give them hardships. Hardships are going to come on their own. You just got to let them figure it out. That's how you really parent like I've ever parented. Let me get off my soapbox.
That makes me think about how she made her open all these gifts, get excited about her birthday presents, and then was told she had to give them all away. She could keep one.
Yeah, the one that mom gave her.
Yeah. I mean, can you just imagine the letdown after a big day like that and it's your birthday and it was sort of all about you, sort of?
Yeah, she really realizes early on, Christina does, that she has to be a different person in public. That birthday party is one of the ways she learns that. And then it continues to get worse as Joan does more and more things. Like I'm thinking about specifically when the radio show comes to their house, which they're all dressed up for, by the way.
Yeah.
The Christmas radio show that nobody can see you.
Woo-hoo! Coffee break. Let's talk about our beans.
Are you enjoying Flickin' Beans? Don't keep it to yourself. Spill the beans. Movies are better shared, and so is coffee. Can you drop our pod into a friend's inbox, a group chat, or just tell that cashier at your coffee shop that you love our podcast? A little word of mouth goes a long way. Let's spill the beans. Thank you, Bean Flickers. Love you. Bye.
I mean, look at how shitty I look this morning. I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror.
I know. This is why we can't record our podcast, because we do it in the morning and I'm not, no. The radio host comments on how well behaved her children are. And they've obviously rehearsed what they're supposed to say. So, you know, she's been giving her children media training. That Christmas tree, though, I did like it.
I can't remember the tree.
I think it was, I don't know if it was aluminum, but it looked like one of those tinsely aluminum Christmas trees that were a fad for a while.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I have fantasies of walking around my house like that, though. I wish I was someone that did that.
Right. With like the feathered slip-on dainty little shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but...
Wasn't it the same night as the wire hangers, and probably not in real life, that she asked if she scrubbed the bathroom floor?
Yes.
And you call that clean? Two things. One is that I worked as a nanny for a little while until I was so unhappy that I quit. And one of my duties after...
You said duty.
I did. After supper, I had to clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I cleaned the kitchen and I went up to my room, and she's like, there's like a balcony that overlooks the bottom.
Okay.
She's down there and she's like, Bridget, can you come here, please? So I'm like, oh, fuck what? I go downstairs and she brings me into the kitchen and she literally said, do you call this clean? And I was like, yes. And she's like, good job. Why you freak me out like that?
Yeah, if you thought it was clean, why would you ask it like that?
The second thing is that when this movie came out, it started to become a cult classic.
Yeah.
People would show up with Ajax and wire hangers. And I'm just thinking, God, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Don't throw wire hangers or cleaning products.
Yeah, you can't throw that like you can spoons in the room.
Right. They're just plastic. If they were metal now.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Right?
Yeah. That's all the same scene, kind of, as the wire hangers and the Ajax. But yeah, I kept thinking, poor little Christina was breathing that in because she just throws it everywhere.
Makes me remember Cheech and Chong when the lady hoovers the schneef.
Hoovers the schneef.
Ajax, yeah. What was that? It was actually a vacuum.
Oh, it was that she used. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't actually snort Ajax.
Well, that's good.
No, it was actual cocaine.
Fun fact about this movie, it wasn't Ajax in this movie either. It's just cocaine.
Christina actually does a bit of acting when she's at school and gets a part in a soap opera.
Yes.
Well, that's a turn of events I could not imagine.
I couldn't believe I had to go look up that specifically to see if it really happened, because I couldn't believe that the network would have done that. But yeah, that happened.
Joan offers to become a stand-in for Christina in the soap opera where she's having a love scene, or she's in a relationship, obviously, with a young man.
Yeah.
It's creepy. And she's drunk and she can't remember her lines and she just looks straight at the camera.
Terrible.
Apparently, she was really hard to work with.
Yeah.
She really did always want the light on her, front-facing the camera to say your lines.
Yeah, that's some diabolical behavior.
Awkward.
Who greenlit that? I can't believe that someone's like, yeah, let's put her mom into this role of a 26-year-old woman. No one's going to notice.
It reminds me of Moira from Schitt's Creek. In Schitt's Creek, there's a women's singing group called the Jazzagals.
Okay.
And when Moira moves to town, she's like, oh, really? I think at one point she says, oh, I might become a quadruple threat. So she thinks she's this great singer, and Jocelyn. Well, yeah, it's Schitt's Creek, so
yeah,
Jocelyn Shit, and her husband's name is Roland Shit, and their son's name is Mutt Shit. Anyway, so she goes to Jocelyn and offers her services as though they need her so terribly. Mm-hmm. You know, in her opinion, no one is as good as she is.
Sure.
You should watch it just to see the clothes.
Okay.
So she goes in there and she's doing scat singing when she does her audition because she's trying to impress them. They sang before she did, and it was really good. Jazza gals. Anyway, that's what that reminded me of.
I love it. Okay, I will consider giving that show a try again. I've been told you got to get past the first season and then it gets much better. I've only watched the first few episodes and there's still terrible people in those episodes. And
they change.
Yeah, they change.
They change.
And I just haven't got to see any of that yet.
They learn to appreciate everyone around them and the town itself. There's love story arcs and friendship and all the things.
Okay. Yeah.
It's another thing that makes me think of Schitt's Creek. They have one restaurant in town called the Cafe Tropical. And one of the first things you see is they go in there to have food. And the menu is so big. I think it unfolds 3 times. And it's probably 3 feet high. When you open the menu, you can't see the person across the table from you. When Joan and Christina went out for lunch, they are given this menu that is giant, just like that. I mean, it was one big sheet, like you're holding a newspaper.
I know what you're talking about.
That's what fancy restaurants are like.
They have really big menus.
Yeah, they must.
You don't have to scan a QR code.
I hate that.
Me too. I hate it so much.
I can't read shit on my phone.
Yeah, that's an issue for lots of people. And it's just not as good of an experience, or it doesn't load crotchety old people problems.
I thought that Christina resembled Helen Hunt.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that.
Do you think it is real when Joan dies and she literally leaves nothing to either child? That makes me think that she probably did hate the boy too.
Yeah.
And the lawyer says, well, she always had the last word. And Christina's like, dun dun dun, does she? As you get older is when you start unpacking these things, what really made you, you.
Yeah.
And trauma is one of the hardest things to deal with. It doesn't come until later. I don't know how old she was when she wrote the book. Do you think she wrote it to get back at her mom, cutting her out of the will? I think that was made up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people do things for multiple reasons. It could be that. It could be that she wanted to show the world this side of her mom. I don't know. I guess I don't know how beloved or how she was viewed in the public in general. It's also therapy to write a book probably about it.
That's what I was thinking, is it's more therapy than bad-mouthing her mom because it's detailing her experiences.
Speaking of, there's a book over there. It's a pile of shit on the floor over there. But one of them is a book that Melissa Rivers, Joan Rivers' daughter, wrote about Joan. And they had a bit of a weird relationship too. Nowhere near this situation. Joan Rivers wasn't abusive to Melissa in this way, but there was a sense of my job is more important.
She used her for a lot of her jokes.
Yeah.
And I think she called her ugly in most of them.
Yeah, she would make fun of her appearance. Yeah, so there are definitely some bumpy parts in there. But I thought she did a good job of honoring her mom with still being truthful. Of course, I don't know how truthful, but...
Well, and if they make a movie out of it, it might turn out like this, like just a little more dramatic than...
Just a little.
Just a little more dramatic than it was in the book.
I'm sure people like this do exist. She's just so over the top. Faye Dunaway's portrayal of Joan Crawford. It's hard to see how that could be a real person.
Well...
Maybe I've just
You had to condense a lot of episodes into 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true. These happened over a whole lifetime, a whole childhood, and we're seeing them all back to back, so that's true. I've also, guess, never had to live with somebody that was that mentally ill either, so that whole nother thing that I just haven't experienced.
Yeah, I think it's meant to, like, shock us.
Yeah, it's meant to be over the top.
Anyway, anything else you got?
I just wanted to quickly address the uncles. So every time that Joan has a boyfriend, basically, they're Christina's uncle. And then at one point, towards the end of the movie, she's still a young girl, like, I don't know, 10. And she offers a new uncle scotch on the rocks. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't just say, can I make you a drink? She says, scotch on the rocks. And I was like, what kind of child knows that? Right? And then she gives him a really heavy pour. And goes, this is how I make drinks for all my uncles.
Oh, God.
And I was like, wow, this is definitely going to come up in therapy later. Oh, wow. She does end up married at the end of the movie, right? But we don't know anything about that guy. That was a weird thing, too, at the funeral. Christina's husband comes up and she introduces him to her brother. Oh, this is my husband. Like, right. He would have never met him before if they're That's married. Weird. Are they estranged, maybe, her and her brother? I mean,
still invite him to the wedding.
Right, yeah. Was he not there?
Wow.
Send him a note? I don't know.
Carrier pigeon. You're cordially invited. Oh my gosh. Well, did we do it?
I think we did it. We flicked some beans. Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.